Hey, what's up? What's up, my people? Hope and trust that all is good. Today is what? Saturday? Saturday, the 18th day of April, 2026. The time right now is 26 minutes after the 8 a.m. hour. Hey, the 18th of April, 2026. And it is 26 minutes after the 8 a.m. hour. What's up? What have you been up to? Well, I've been here, just chilling. Had a tough week, relaxing now for this weekend. And I've been laughing so much, tell you the honest truth. Watching what is going on leading up to our general election that should be coming up on the 30th of this month. What? 11 days away? 11 days away. And I'm not gonna say much because I've basically said what I had to say and I've made my predictions. And time will tell how close or how far I would have come when the results would have been shared with us after the vote. So I'm not gonna say much. I've been listening. I've been listening to both sides, what they put forward as policy. Um, but I'm not gonna say much on that. I'll have my say on that afterwards. Maybe you never know. Cover mind might change from that. But yeah, I'm not gonna say much at all. I'm just laughing and watching how some people are making fools of themselves. They had one message coming down, and now they have another message, and so I just find it so funny, to be honest with you. Some people like to say what they have to say. I mean, they feel like they have the right to speak and say what they want to say, which is true. Once you're not slandering nobody. But when fire is returned to them, you hear crying. You know what I mean? You hear crying, and I just laugh and just ignore those people and just look, boy, bunch of babies, bunch of babies. I was talking to an associate yesterday, and I was being asked, so I was asked, about not voting and what my position was. Um, and I said to the person, I believe a person has a right to not vote if that is their choice. That is just my opinion on that. For all those persons who are saying, if you don't vote, it's a vote for Labour. Screw those persons. It could very well be that a no vote is a vote against you. You know, it could very well be that a no vote is a vote against you. So I said to my colleague, for those persons who are saying that, as far as I'm concerned, shit them. I'm not worried about that. Um, I believe in the right to choose. I believe that the Almighty God gives us that right. And if the Almighty God gives us that right, who is man to come and try to impose differently on you? I did not believe it was right when the government forced persons to be vaccinated. And I made that public. I didn't hide my position on that. The records is there to show that. Um, Persons ought to have been able to make the choice for themselves. Um, Whether they want to take it, yes or no. That's just my belief. I hear people saying this side and I hear people saying that side, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with what they're saying, what person's opinion is. I don't have a problem with that. But when it's all said and done, for me, God gave me the right to choose, so I have the right to choose. Nobody can tell me because if I don't want to vote, I'm voting for this person, I'm voting for that person. I could be not voting because I have a problem with your ass. That's why I'm not voting. And people need to understand that. So that was my discussion with my colleague. And yeah, we did not agree, but such is life. Life goes on. I don't have a problem with that. But that is just my opinion on that. Persons have a right to choose whether they want to vote for the Labour Party, whether they want to vote for UPP, whether they want to vote for Missing Link. I don't know whether he was nominated or not. I think he said that he wanted to run in Rural West, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's another independent candidate out St. Paul. I think I heard somebody say he was the oh, he is, sorry, he is the grandson of John Meade. I think I heard that. And there's another lady, a lawyer lady. Um I think it's Peru something. I don't remember the last name, Peru something. I think she's running independent in some other constituency. I'm not sure whether she was nominated or not. But persons have a right to vote for who they want to vote for. And if they don't want to vote, they have that right too. Nobody should be made to feel no way because they say they now vote for you. Maybe they see how your party have been leading up to now. That's why they're not voting for you. So don't come to me with that crap, as I hear some people say. No, 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 I'm not going for that. So let the jokes continue and let the laughs continue. I don't know what's happening today politically. Playoff starts tonight, so it's going to be basketball for me. And then listening to what is going on there. So have a nice day, everybody. Have a safe day, everybody. If you're going out to party or whatever the case is, do so responsibly, as I say all the time, and I mean it. And if you're going to drink, certainly, please don't be driving. You don't want to put yourself and other members of the public at risk. So if you're gonna drive, if you're gonna drink, have a designated driver so that you all can enjoy yourself and get home safely. Bless up, my people. We'll talk again later. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? Take care.